Hello, and I hope your jazzercise workouts are treating you well.
The right, the left, the right, the left, the right, the left. Now,
today, I'm going to tell you the harrowing story of a man who has some sort of ambiguous job where in his own private office he has a very prominent sunset tropical beach wall. He is forced to gasp, run an errand on behalf of his wife.
Okay, dear. I'll stop by the store on the way home and pick these things up. Bye.
Yes, this is a grocery store training video from 1985, and I think it's going to make your quality of life a little better today. It reeks of entertainment value. Thank you to the YouTube channel Just Training Videos for placing it upon the YouTube. Let's watch.
I wish you wouldn't ask me to stop by the supermarket. I get the feeling they don't care whether I shop there or not. And half the time the employees don't even notice me. And if one ever indicated they appreciate my business, I'd fall over.
I mean, but really, sir, you look like Steve Martin. So I'm not discounting your internal struggles, but it appears that you work a really good job and you pretty closely resemble a very talented comedic actor and musician. I'm just telling you to accept your life, training video man. If all else fails, you can tour cons in Steve Martin cosplay. Steve goes to Publix, a grocery store.
Publix. This is where my wife said to go. Don't know why she shops here, but she said not to go anywhere else. Where shopping is a pleasure, I bet.
The first thing he has to do is go to get a check cashed. And he makes it sound like it's the equivalent of waiting for hours in line at the DMV while competing with thousands of sentient squeaky toys who are all trying to renew their Class A driver's licenses.
Hello, how are you? Can I help you with something?
I don't suppose I can get a check cashed.
I'll bet you can. Do you have a Publix check cashing card?
I believe my wife put mine in the checkbook. Here.
Then you have no problem at all, sir. Just step over here and we'll take care of you.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It's 20, 40, and 50. Thank you, Mr. Price, and you have a good evening.
Well, she was friendly enough. Probably the only one in the store that is.
I get it. This guy has been scarred by other negative retail experiences. But Steve, you're standing in a supermarket, one of the key places to have fun in the 80s. Other than Radio Shack, Sears, or Steve clearing in the woods that's spooky but not too spooky, if you know what I mean. Do you want to be friends? Yeah! So Steve Martin continues his epic journey through all the departments of the grocery store.
Thank you. I wonder what that was for.
He wonders what that was for. Steve, you have a really, really, really bad attitude. Or maybe this is just a reflection of your own insecurities. Or both. Come on, Steve. Let's turn that frown upside down and continue walking through Publix
where shopping is a pleasure, I bet.
Oh, there you go. That's right. Now, fix that attitude, young man.
Let's see, I guess this is where I pick up that special meat you needed for the kids' lunches tomorrow. This ought to be a lot of fun.
I don't like that tone. It sounds like dread, boredom, and a heaping tablespoon of Squidward.
Hello, how are you this evening? How may I help you?
I don't suppose I could get just a quarter pound of that special loaf, sliced thin?
You sure can. Won't take but just a moment. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay, there you go, and thank you, and you have a good evening.
Maybe, just maybe, he's a little changed after this. Maybe this grumpy Gus has turned into a sensational Steve. Okay, sensational is not a great adjective. I put alliteration ahead of adjective. Form instead of function. I'm still doing it. I will stop now in this vivacious video.
This must be some kind of special night. That's 2 in a row.
It's clear to me that Steve has never met a nice person in his entire life. Steve, are you okay? This guy needs some cheering up. Nothing that a trip to that steep clearing in the woods that's spooky, but not too spooky wouldn't fix.
Oh, I hate to pick out cuts of meat. There's so much I don't know about them and so many different types.
It's a shame that you're not in a place where there are people available who are experts in cuts of meat. Like, that's their entire job. Like a butcher shop or, I don't know, what's that place? A meat counter. Oh, you are at a meat counter. Oh, what are you worried about, Steve? This guy.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you with your selection?
Well, yes, my wife was not happy with the selection I made last time.
Is that right? Well, let's see if we can make a few good points for you. How are you planning on cooking the steak, do you know?
I appreciate your offer.
Let me guess. Cut to Steve Martin slowly wandering away from the meat counter.
That's the 4th one.
This is really a head-scratcher for our friend Steve Martin. I mean, this is as rare for him as spotting a UFO. Can't understand what I just encountered. Steve Martin, you look like you just saw a ghost. No, that's not it. Oh, you said encounter. Did you see aliens? No, that's not it. Well, tell me, Steve, I want to help you. I was treated kindly by 4 grocery store employees. 4! Oh. Okay. This is making me question everything. I'm being thrust into an existential crisis. Okay. Right. Who am I? What am I?
Who am I? What am I?
Oh no, all their produce is already wrapped and she only wanted 2 potatoes for baking. Well, there probably won't be anyone here. And if there is, they'll probably think I'm some kind of jerk for wanting just 2 potatoes.
Oh yeah, such a jerk. Wanting to buy things you need at a grocery store. Next thing you know, these employees are going to be lightly scoffing when you ask where the public restroom is.
Hi, sir. May I help you with something?
Well, I only wanted 2 potatoes for baking, but if I have to take this package of 4, I will.
No, sir. If you only want 2 potatoes, that's what I'd like you to have, and it'll just take a moment to bag you up, too.
Look at him. Scared. Alone. Like a newborn baby. This grocery store has given birth to Steve. His eyes are now open. And his name is still Steve.
Here you are, sir. Will there be anything else I can get for you?
No, that's all I have on my list for now. They must be having some kind of a contest to see who can be the nicest.
Okay, so after retrieving some bread rolls and, again being treated nicely by some people, he heads to the checkout counter.
Well, here comes the moment of truth. The meat will probably go bad before I get through one of those checkout counters. All those cashiers are probably busy telling those bag boys about their big date last night.
Okay, casual misogyny. Wouldn't it be the best if the Target lady was there to help him check out? His entire experience thus far would be ruined.
Voids take a lot of energy. I think I need half of an almond.
This is the day that Steve Martin's life changed. Never again would he feel so alone in a grocery store. Never again would he resent the store where he must buy food. Never again. Hey, is that a cable in the corner of the screen? And the video ends with him back in his office where he belongs. This man has accountant and or attorney energy. And that beach mural just makes what he does for a living every day fun. It's fun. Thank you for watching this delightful piece of history. I'm so glad we could both watch Steve emerge from the chrysalis of good healing customer service. I do wish our good pal Steve Martin well. Please like and subscribe if you feel like it. And remember this important note. Beach walls, while not the actual beach, can remind you of the actual beach. Maybe consider getting a beach wall. Not sponsored. Okay, bye.